Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. This is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. For everyone that's new, this is an off-the-cuff video. What that means is I record and I upload. There is no fancy editing going on. You don't see my intro symbol at the beginning. I do have a transition button, so if it starts raining heavy or if there's some sort of commotion going on, I can stop filming and then just resume. For all my regulars here, I feel like thank you very much. These weekly Wednesdays, for everyone that's new, are essentially a Q&A. You ask me questions, I answer them. Some weeks I have loads of questions and I have to spread them out over a couple of weeks. Some weeks I have very few questions, but there's still information, general stuff going on. It's predominantly GW stuff, and these weekly Wednesdays are predominantly model focused. There is terrain questions from time to time. There is, questions about myself and what's going on here, and some general information about myself and the workshop and what's going on around the workshop. That's the gist of it, guys. So for everyone that's new, welcome. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, guys, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. I'll remind you towards the end, and the lights acting weird on me again. I think that's my big head, just the light's too bright behind me and it's just holding me down because there's no light coming from the front. I don't know. Anyway, and if you're new here, I do waffle on a bit, so do forgive me. That's better. Right, off the bat, just to remind you guys. Let me adjust myself. So remind you guys, I have commission Let's Builds, commission painting, and commission terrain builds. Now Let's Builds, if you're new to channel and haven't seen it, Let's Builds, go and check them out. I essentially build model kits. So if you don't have the time, the space, or it's not a safe area for you to do it because of little hands or cats or anything else that could mess around with what you're doing, especially with glues and stuff like that, give me a shout and we'll work something out. Painting commissions. So there's three different stages I can do painting for. I can do it battle ready, so it's ready to go on tabletop where it goes. I can do it so it's battle ready, but then you're going to be adding stuff to it, washing it, dry brushing it, all that sort of stuff, edge highlighting. Or there's beyond battle ready, so it's battle ready, but then there's extra little bits that I put on top of it. That's just that. Custom terrain pieces. If you haven't seen the terrain video, go check it out. And I still haven't done any work on the one that I'm working on. It's just, at the moment of work, it's just flat out. It's so busy. I can't, I'm struggling to get time in the afternoon and I'm exhausted, but there's good news. So I'll go on to that in a little while. Two questions here. Do you have any info on the old world yet? Now, later on in next year, I think it's October time, is anniversary for Warhammer. I do not think they're going to release the old world then. Let me tell you why. It's penciled in, very thick pencil, that 10th edition 40k is being released in the summer. I don't see GW releasing 10th edition, which is everyone's waiting for it, everyone wants it. I don't see them releasing that, then off the bat trying to release a new product that they're trying to get everyone onto. I do think, and this is just me, my thinking, I think when it comes to the 30th anniversary or 35th anniversary or whatever it is of Warhammer, the old fantasy, I think when that happens, they're not going to release the old world, but they're going to start showing you information about the old world. And I think the old world will probably be released the Christmas time of that year or the January or just after. But they'll start teasing it from then, showing you models and showing you, different units and stuff like that, just to really hype everyone up. Same with, 10th edition and 40k. I think a few months before its release date, they'll start hyping it up and start showing you, leaking bits of information, but really they are the ones letting you know. But that's what I think. That's my opinion and what I think. Can you start doing 1 hour weekly Wednesdays? As when I'm doing my painting. I like listening to your weekly Wednesdays, and I usually have about an hour and a half of painting time. You know, I've been asked by that by a few people, because a few people said to me that they enjoy the painting videos, they enjoy the Let's Builds, they enjoy the train videos, but they watch them when they're sitting around doing nothing. Whereas when it comes to painting, they want to be able to have something on and paint. You know, and have me playing in the background, hearing my voice whilst you're painting is a great idea. But I don't know. I think what I might do in the new year, and I'm still thinking about this. This was to come through, I think it was last Thursday or Friday, and I was like, oh, actually, I might do a monthly 1 hour weekly Wednesday special. Just, I don't know, I don't know what it would entail yet, but I'm still thinking about it. And if I can come up with, okay, I'll answer questions as normal, blah, 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 and we look at this and we'll look at that and we'll start, then maybe, you know, I might do a 1 hour special once a month. And if that's good and people like that, it might go to twice a month. I don't know. You know, if you ever check on below and tell me what you guys think, because I do understand if you're painting and you just want something to listen to, you don't need to watch me talking, you can listen to me talking. That's nice, that's handy. But if I'm doing a painting video, if I'm doing a Let's Build or a terrain video or just any other type of video, you want to look at it. You don't want to be painting and I have to keep pausing it and just, you know, I understand that. So you guys check on below and let me know what you think. Now, my pile of shame, actually, one other thing I want to say actually. I might mention this a few times in this video, but I just back to the old mobile. That old mobile that was taken apart, the debris was everywhere. It was a pain in the arse, and it was just never ending. You know, when you do a job and it's like, when is this going to end? That's what that was for me. And there was a point of it where I was really down, really not like, you know, I can't get out of bed sort of down, but I was getting sick of it. I just couldn't get through it. I was getting really sick of it. And there was a young man came along with the digger and flattened it off and leveled it away. It's perfect now, absolutely perfect. But there was a comment that I got on one of the old Let's Builds that actually lifted me. So thank you, my friend. It is basically saying the fall trained, he gave it to his friend for Christmas and there was no instructions. So now with that video, he can build it, which is, you know, actually lifted me up. So thank you very much. Because that's why I do. That's one of the reasons why I do the Let's Builds. You know, so if you do get an old model or a model with no instructions, you got a visual aid. If you struggle with the instructions, there's, you know, visual thing for you to look at. If you have dyslexia, again, there's something for you to look at to be able to say, okay, I can't read the numbers or I can't read the letters properly, but I can see what that piece is and I can see where it goes. You know, that lifted me, so thank you very much. Now, you know, with that mobile, it did put me behind, so that's why I am on Monday's painting video. I had to make an executive decision with which model was more ready and which model I could actually get done and ready, and the video ready for Monday. That's why I took the Canon S, because her base was gravelled. All I have to do is undercoat her and then work away. And this week now, even with that said, I'm still under pressure. So I don't like being under pressure when I'm painting models, but I'm happy with her. I'm very happy with her. There is something I'm still thinking about with her. Her robes and her cloak. I'm thinking of magenta red. It's a contrast paint. Either on the bits that go over her shoulder and the hood, or just the bits that come from her waist. I'm not sure yet. And I'm also thinking, if I do one and leave the other, I might just, the bit that I leave white, I might go over with some white scars. Not dry brushing, but just giving it a couple of more coats, but over the raised areas. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not too happy about the face, but that is one thing I really struggle on, is faces. Human faces. Again, with the amount of sisters that I have here, the amount of sisters that are in the Imperial magazine, hopefully I'll get in a good position and I will be able to master faces. Now, with that said, over the next, well, I'm working all out till Friday, up to and including Friday, and it's long hours, it's early start, long hours, and it's very hectic because it's Christmas time. But then I'm off the Saturday, so I can get some stuff done. Sunday's Christmas Day, that's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. I'm off to Monday. I'm off to Tuesday, and then I'm in for 3 days on a reduced shift because we've done extra hours this week, so this balances itself out. And then I'm off the Saturday, which is my birthday, New Year's Eve, and I'm off to Sunday. And then that week, New Year's week, I still have 2 days off as well. And then I think I'm in for the following week with 2 days off as normal, and then the week after that I think I'm on holiday, 16th I'm on holiday, but I think that might be midweek to midweek, I'm not sure. So going forward, I've got a lot of time to get things done, a lot of time that I've missed out on because of that old mobile, and now that's done, you know, it's good. I'm really happy and pleased that's done. So with the lack of content in certain weeks, I do apologise, but going forward that shouldn't be a problem because there's nothing to delay me outside of here. With that said, I do have two very simple builds. Space Marine Tactical Squad and the Terminator Squad. Now, some people are going to say, oh, we don't see those. I guarantee there's someone somewhere that will show me how to build them, so I'm not too confident or I don't know. Just show me. Give me an idea what to do. So I will probably do those. They'll probably take me about 10-15 minutes to show because they're very, very simple. It could be a 15-20 minute video, but they are very, very simple to build. The only thing that disappointed me with them, the Tactical Squad, in the Codex they can have different heavy weapon options. In the box, they only have the missile launcher option. So that means I've then got to go Devastator Squad box, arm them with whatever the way I'm arming them, then the heavy weapons that are left over, I could then start using them in different tactical squads to arm the tactical squads with different. Very clever by GW, very clever. But anyway, and the Terminators as well, they're very simple, but you know, there could be someone that goes, look, show me how to do it. But apart from that, there is a host of things here to build. I mean, a host. I'm not going to go into too much detail of what I'm going to be doing because that's going to be for next week's Weekly Wednesday. Next week's Weekly Wednesday is going to be talking about what I've got to do and what's planned for next year. When I say planned, everything I've got planned for next year, I'm trying to start implementing now. Okay, so when I have, just say my week's holiday, I have X, Y, Z to do. If I can get X and Y done before then, it gives me more time to do other stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's the gist of that. So let me know about the 1 hour Weekly Wednesdays. You know, even if it's once a month, just let me know what you guys think, because I'm quite happy to do that for you. But you know, I'm also wrestling with the idea of, apart from questions, what would it entail? Now, with the voting here, okay, those of you that are new, don't know what the voting is, every Weekly Wednesday after the questions or somewhere in between, I will show you a host of models, and you chuck in the comments below what models you want me to see me paint next week's Monday painting video. Whichever has the most votes gets painted on. Now, I know last week I had to make an executive decision because I was so pressed for time, but you know, generally it is the one that has the most votes. If there's more than one model with the same number of votes, I roll d6. Now, you don't have to vote for one thing, you can vote for 2 things, 3 things, whatever, and don't say I vote for everything, because so I'm going to bring you down to show you the voting, and there's still the same heaps of models here as there was last week, but there's a few additional bits. So I'll bring you down to show you. Right, so we have Dire Avengers, we have Hanning Banshees, we have Blade Guard Veterans, or Blade Guard, Primaris Blade Guard, whatever they are. we have a librarian, which just missed out on voting didn't miss out on voting. I had to make a decision. He wasn't gravelled. I gravelled at him now, so he is gravelled. So if he does come up again, he's ready. We have Ripper Jackson. We have a librarian with a full sax at the back there. We have Demonette. There's a whole squad of 10 of these girls, but I've just put one in there because of save space. With the Heavy Low-Cost Destroyer. We have the Chin guy, the Chronomancer at the back there. We have Space Marine Captain with the shield. We have Eradicators. They're these guys behind. We have Plague Bearers. I have 10 of them ready to go. He's done the coat black because he's in between getting the Grace here. We have Chaos Knight. The lighting's gone really bad behind me because I had to lower it down. We have an Ancient in Terminator armor. We have Mr. Sinister from MPC, Marvel Crisis Protocol. MCP, sorry, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have, what's this? Oh, it's a lieutenant, don't worry about him. We have a Giant. We have the Despoiler. We have Swooping Hawks. We have the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon, this massive beast of a model. We have an Engineer, there's the dude with the axe there. We have a Chaos Sorcerer Slanesh. We have a Captain with his plasma gun, I think it is, and Power Sword. We have an Apothecary, which I'm not looking forward to painting white again. We have a Space Marine Chaplain. We have Zoltod Waltznagger, an Ancient, this dude right here. Yeah, we have, who's that at the back there? Oh, it's Chaos Sorcerer, the Noggle Chaos Sorcerer. Now, we do have a wild card, which I'll talk about in a second, but I just want to show you this. This is that magenta red. Yeah, the camera's not picking it up properly, but it's like a purpley red. It's really, really nice. The banner is, now that's what I'm talking about. The banner is, it's a really, really nice red. But that's what I'm thinking about for the sister. Right, so as I said, there's a wild card, and the wild card is, I'll find out if he wins the vote. Now, normally the voting, I cap it at 12 o'clock. But with work, the way work is, it's usually 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock before I even look at what's been voted on, and before I start the filming process to get ready for painting video, Monday's painting video. Yeah, so that's the gist of this week, guys. There's a lot to talk about next week. So again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. Subscribing to the channel costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps the channel out in a massive, massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything I do. Smash the like button, guys, which makes YouTube go, oh, let's send this to more people and let more people look at it, which then makes this community even bigger. If you have any questions for me, chuck on below. If you don't feel confident with chucking a comment below for everyone to look at, you think, oh, that's a silly question, or then go to Unique Wargaming Terrain page on Facebook, and there's a message button there. You can click on that and message me directly. It's not a problem. Don't forget to vote. Check your comments below which one you vote, and also chuck a comment below about what you think about the one hour weekly Wednesday. Just because it's a good idea for people that are listening to me whilst they're painting, but it may not be everyone's cup of tea. So just your comments would anyway. It's cold. I think it's about 4 or 5 degrees. It's still cold. Anyway, guys, until next week, and by next week's weekly Wednesday, there's going to be a host of things that you're going to be seeing. So until next week, take it easy, and happy Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays, wherever you want to put it. Hope everyone has a good time, and I see you next weekly Wednesday. Take it easy, guys.